Hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new Talkshit Tuesday with your girl Tracy Lifestyle, and that's me. I was totally like, okay, what should I talk about, you know? And right now I'm at the park with the kids.
I like me better when I'm with you.
I got a stink face on because I'm like, damn, there's several topics to talk about. First off, we got this little baby couple over here. But I mean, I remember, you remember being kids and you get all excited to see each other and y'all being fucking disturbing. But these two kids over here are like grabbing each other and I'm like, where are your parents? Let me find out if somebody's parents are here. But then I had this van that's next to me, right? And it's a mom. And she has her kids. She's like 4 kids in there. And then she's trying to act all, and then she turns on her music for the car and blasting it. And it's like, no judgment. You're at a park with kids everywhere. And that's what you're gonna play? I want to eat the pussy like a Oreo. And then she starts singing along to it. And I was like, really, bitch? Okay, so I guess that totally relates to my thing today then. So I asked my friend right now, like, what should I talk about? Because I really don't know what to talk about. Like, I need specific topics because I have several things too. But, gotta narrow it down. Let's talk about how everybody in Fresno is always mad all the time. Like, smile, bro, it's a new day. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's actually a good topic because not just Fresno, it's really everywhere, but like small towns in general. Why are people always so angry, right? I mean, with all these retrogrades and stuff like that, we can blame it on that and all, like, so we go through hardships and whatnot, which is a thing. But basically, we're gonna be talking about why people are always so damn angry. And instead of just being talking shit, let me give you a couple tips on what you should do to not be so damn angry all the time, huh? All right, so let's get started. You know how like we go out to places, right, and like say, like, even me, like, I'll go to like a restaurant or to the store or whatever it is, and I swear, like, whether you're dressed up or not, people are just always mad about something. Like, if you're not dressed up, then they're gonna be looking at you like, ew, why did you walk out like that, But if you are dressed up and you do your makeup or whatever, they're like, why did you go out with all that makeup? Or like, why did you take the time to, how do you have the time to get ready? Like, why does it matter on what other people do? It's not your life, it's not your path, so it really should not matter, right? Because it's like, okay, y'all gotta get something. Like, those people that are always mad and comparing themselves to other people, feeling like, oh, well, why does this person get to have this and that? And why don't I get to do that? Or like, I've tried it's just as hard. Or why are they so pretty? Or why do they get this? Why do they get that? Why are they so privileged? Or feel that they're privileged? Or whatever it is. See, you are in the wrong mindset. Okay? For those of y'all that think like that. For the rest of y'all, like, we out here dandy like butterflies, right? But other than that, all these other people that we're talking about, like, y'all are stuck in your heads, y'all are stuck in your emotions, and you're never gonna fucking heal that way. I just put up this status the other day, right? I was like, heal so you can stop coping and you can start living, because there's just so much out there in the world, so much to do, so much that is meant for you. Just because somebody else is doing this or that, does not mean you need to be doing that. Everybody has a different path, everybody has a different purpose in life, okay? So it just doesn't make sense for us to compare each other to the next person. Yeah, we can have goals and admire people, that's fine. But to be like, oh, why does this person, and then just make it like a thing to get yourself mad, it's like, what are we doing? How does that make any sense? Like, there's always gonna be people that are doing better than you. There's always gonna be somebody that's prettier than you, more handsome than you, more successful than you, and just the opposite, somebody that's gonna be way less fortunate than you, poorer than you, anything. There's everybody, broad spectrum, and that's called balance. And it's also called karma in another sense, right? Because we're all here to pay off our dues and debts, so. And of course, we don't always do, so that's why we also have hell. But that's a whole nother topic that you all are not ready for. But let me know when you are. So I want to talk about why people will only be happy for you when you are doing at the same level as them, lower especially, but never when you're higher than them. They want to see you do good, but never better than them. And then there's always people that are always gonna be mad about something. Fake unsupportive friends that, you know, whenever you do something good or like have something accomplished, they're not really all too happy for you. They'll say a couple words like, oh, blah, 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 you know, and then they'll jump the subject to something else. And it's like, okay, but when something happens to you, we talk about it and celebrate it all day. So it's like, what the fuck? Those are the type of people you want to get out your life, because you don't want to keep people that only stay around when it's beneficial for them. Okay, I just can't find a good angle, so we're just gonna be in the sun. Fuck. You know how there's those people, friends, quote unquote, that we want to say, like, may this be the last year, last month, last week, last day that any of us have to deal with fake love, fake support, unsupportive friends, and fake love, period. Right? Because that is what hinders your growth. When you deal with people like that and you allow energies like that in your life, you do not grow, you know, because they're always going to keep you stagnant, because they want you to stay below or stay at the same pace as them so they feel comfortable. And you're honestly not here to make other people feel comfortable your whole fucking life. Because then you might as well just be a doormat for people so they can walk all over you, right? Because that's what we're doing, right? Or a crutch. But see, the thing is, we're not objects, so don't act like it, okay? With these friends and whatnot, right? People that are like, okay, so like they always want to hit you up, they need something or to have fun, because they know you can provide all that. Or when they're feeling sad, more so per se, they'll hit you up. They are like, oh, da, 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 da. But when they're happy or like, you know, doing well and stuff like that, they either love to brag it like at the foremost in your face almost, or they just don't even want to talk to you about it, right? Because they know how they treat you when you're doing good, and so they are afraid that you're gonna do the same thing to them. Selfish. Remember we did the whole 6 toxic people that y'all need to get rid of 2020? If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. You know, it's me and my ride or die Dan, and we explain all that. I guess we'll kind of reiterate a little bit. And then what else? Let's see, what about those people that don't have set clear boundaries with you, right? Or it's vice versa, really. It's whatever you allow, honestly. Of course, most of the time it's because we got big hearts, or we're just, you know, we're not good at saying no. Say no, the form of self-care, okay? I don't know about y'all, but I've always had, but now I'm like, you know, getting better at it. It's always been kind of hard for me to say no, you know, so I usually just tell people, yeah, like, okay, you know, if they're like, oh, blah, 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 you wanna do this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And I genuinely do want to at the moment, I guess, or, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that seems fun, you know, whatever comes up, and then that's just being me. But like, in general, like, if you don't really want to, just say no. It's okay. Just because it makes other people feel better, more comfortable, does not mean that's not the get down. Why put yourself down before others just so, you know, like, I don't know why, but it is okay. Like, ultimately, don't do what you guys see on social media or TV or the internet, even outside in public and society. It's all just an illusion. Life is an illusion, and it's all in your head. Do what you want to the fullest, and will do what makes you happy. Really, it sounds like a fucking cliche, but it's so serious and so necessary for your health, okay? Yours, not nobody else, because it's your life. And in the end, we all die by ourselves. I mean, as long as your decisions aren't like harming other people, because we know a lot of those people that are just like miserable and they want to make the whole world miserable with them. But like, let's not do that. Yeah, let's try and be happy. Of course, we all want to be happy, but we're not doing anything to get there to be happy. So what you want to do is distance yourself from those that aren't good for you, and you know who they are. Do things that are good for your health and for your well-being and your mental health especially, and we know what those are. I'm sure we figured it out by now, a little pattern, right? And if you still haven't, well, I guess your karma and your fate is to be where you are, and that is okay. If you choose to defy your fate, which is a thing, by all means do it. So we don't need more successful people in the world, right? We need more understanding people, we need more helpful people, we need more people that are going to help heal other people without expecting anything in return. That's the problem with people. I feel like the golden rule, you know, you treat others how you want to be treated, goes into like people really expecting and demanding. You know, it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this for you, we're gonna do that for you, but I'm gonna expect you to do the exact same shit for me, and if you don't, I'm gonna be like real salty about it, you know, and I'm gonna be passive aggressive as fuck about it too. I'm not gonna say nothing, and I'm just gonna do this and this and that until you decide that you understand what I'm coming from, and if you don't, then okay, it's drama now, but it's indirect drama. And it's like such a waste of time and energy. Nah, let's get that out of here. We can't do that. Going to 2021, y'all better cut that shit out. Okay? The most important person and the most important aspect to your life that hinders your growth is you. So if you don't stop all this stuff and you don't, you know, allow all this stuff to happen, it's not going to. Okay, to be happy and proud of things that you accomplish, that you do, that you are. Because you are a star. Not sure as hell I'm a star, you know? And y'all can be too. You're not me and I'm not you, you know? And that's okay, because we weren't meant to be put on this world to be each other. We're different individuals. We're all different souls. There's soul families, of course, you know, the people that are supposed to uplift you and really truly get you on your path, help you, you know, as much as they can, and you help each other ultimately. Because then there's our selfish people where it's like, oh, well, I always need to be helped. Like, you owe me. Yeah, no. Ain't nobody owe you shit. You know, we have our obligated people in the world where they just really feel the whole world owes them on a silver platter. And it's like, get out of here. Like, okay, so you know what about those, you know, those people, like, it's like, and your friends too, you know, people you got you on social media and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's people that are busy, you know, that's one thing, but then it's like, okay, you have those people where, like, you know, they're always online, you know, they're always on their phone, you know that they see this shit, and like, you'll post like cute pictures, like, just say it's a cute picture, a post, a simple post, not even anything that you've done or accomplished, whatever, because you are supposed to keep that shit to yourself, so you're 100% there, and even then you can still keep it to yourself. You celebrate your love and your success in private, because not everybody is happy for you, and the evil eye is real. Anyways, you know how like you have those like posts or whatever, you know, like whatever, and like instead of your friends liking it or loving it or whatever, or they do, you know, like it or whatever, they just like it instead of reacting to, like, putting a heart or commenting to at that, you know, stuff that you kind of just expect or you would do to, or whatever, vice versa. And of course, remember, everything and everyone is a reflection of you. So sometimes if you are noticing too much negativity in others, it might be because you're kind of putting about the same energy out there. You get back what you give. But back to this thing, I'm so I always jump all over the place, but I get back to the point. But all these little things that I mention are usually supportive details, in my opinion. Anyways, like I'm saying, is like, you know, instead of them liking it or loving it or whatever, they just ignore it, you know, but yet they'll bring it up. You in person, if you talk or anything like that, they'll bring it up. But it's like, okay, so you noticed, you've seen it, because I haven't talked to you about it, but you know about it, and you didn't like it, but you want to talk about it in person because you want to be nosy, you want to be up to date on shit. And it's like, if people, things, situations, whatever, don't add to your success, your purpose, your path, and all that, don't put energy into it, you know, because then you're just going to be draining yourself, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to be mad at the world, and you're going to put out more bad energy, and you're just going to keep on receiving more dumb energy, you know. So to cut all that, let's stop reciprocating, let's stop matching energy, let's stop doing all that bullshit, self-sabotaging, okay? And that's just not cute. It's not it, you know. So like I said, instead of matching energy and whatever the heck we've, you know, grown to think is the thing to do, let's just ignore it altogether. Unfollow them. If you don't want the confrontation or the problems or whatever, I mean, I guess I get it, you know, like, some people are your family and stuff, so it's kind of like, but I mean, you have the right to block them because it's your account. But if you don't want to, like, thank God there are those options to mute people, you know, and their notifications, so you never have to talk to them, you never have to listen to them, you never have to even look at the notifications, like, because I know that shit irritates me, you know. But unfollow them. Yeah, so instead of matching energy, instead of doing all this toxic behaviors, let's forget them all together as a collective. We gotta let it go. If you don't let it go, how are you ever going to get anything different? If you don't do shit different, how are you gonna get different results? It's like you keep on reading the same chapter and you're expecting some type of different outcome. There's no different outcome. it's the same. So leave these people in the past. Like, and if you bump into these people, instead of giving them a negative reaction, matching energy, just ignore them. Because really, you know, I mean, I know in the inside we're kind of like, oh, I just want to, but when you do stuff like that, you just get more shit back. So just ignore it. Who cares? Because unless they're like directly doing something to you, you know, like, and you need to defend yourself and stuff like that, then yeah, by all means. But if it's like whatever and you can just let it go, just let it go, you know. But you can be straightforward, you know, put boundaries, you know, like I said, say no, you know, to things you don't want to do, things you don't like. And if people or whatever, you know, there's ways to say things though. You don't have to be rude or confrontational. And you don't have to disown the world, you know. It's better to have more friends than enemies in the world, of course. But there's always going to be haters. And like, but then honestly, it's better to just be alone also too. Because to have all types of friends around you, but really they all secretly hate you and want you to like fail and like, you know, fall off a cliff, I don't see the point of it. Like, you know, instead of being mad at the next bitch or dude or whatever for having the biggest muscles or like, you know, naturally pretty face or big lips, or that they know how to rock lashes or can wear lashes. I'm not talking about myself, I swear. But instead of being mad at her or him or whatever it is you're mad about, you know, instead of using that energy to feel some type of way towards somebody else or something else, use that energy to put into yourself to make yourself better. Yeah? Instead of being like, oh, why is this so, and you're just focus all that shit into something else. It's like all that energy could be put into you, into building your success and making you a great person so other people can admire you, you know. You see, a lot of these people are just stuck and they will forever think the way that they do, and then they wonder why. Why does nothing ever change? Why does nothing get better? Because what are you doing to get better? What are you doing to change? Right? Instead of being mad about somebody else's talent, like, you know, why don't you pretend it's like the celebrities, you know? Or even though y'all talk shit about celebrities too. But like, you know, like admire it and like, you know, do things. I mean, not copy it. I mean, but if that's what floats your boat and that's what gets you going, then go ahead by all means. Instead of getting mad at others trying to be like you and copy things that you do, just take it as a compliment. Like I know I used to get mad and offended when people try to do things like me because I'm like, you can never be me. But that's exactly that. No one can ever be you and you can never be anybody else but you know. So might as well be comfortable in your own skin and stand strong on it. Like, what is the point to trying to be somebody else that you're not, something else that you're not, and that's not what you're gonna be comfortable with, and that's not gonna work out and for you in the end, and you're just gonna get frustrated, you know. So do what is comfortable for you. Take the time to learn yourself, understand yourself, and love yourself instead of consuming yourself with others and things, whatnot, that just don't help you at all, but only hinder your growth, which surrounds you with more of those types of people that shouldn't be in your life. Okay, basically, y'all, don't let things get to you, you know, ignore them. Say things that you really mean. Don't say things that you don't mean. Don't agree to things that you don't want to do. Do things that you do want to do, and make sure it makes you happy first before anybody else. It's about your well-being, okay? And those type of people that are in your lives just to like see you, you know, fall, crash, or burn, you know, or just keep on their level so that they're happy and comfortable and satisfied, go ahead and skedaddle. Make them skedaddle, okay? Get rid of the Karens, get rid of the Margarets, get rid of the Popeyes. I don't know what I'm gonna call them. But yeah, we just talking shit. So I hope you guys enjoy this Talkshit Tuesday, and I will see you guys later. Bye.